Why is the economy fucked on PSO2NGS? A simple answer is people aren't spending money on AC scratches. And this is the truth. The decline in the amount that people have been spending on PSO2NGS continues to fall. Every month we get AC scratches designed by, I would say, maybe fucking brainwashed employees who bend the knee to Western standards. And we're now getting these outfits that are like basically covering female characters. They're not exposing anything, not exposing any skin. And we're seeing a complete and utter decline in people actually spending money on AC scratches. On top of that, you got a lot of players who actually quit playing the game because they won't add fucking content to the game. So there's two types of people who basically stopped spending money on PSO2NGS. The people who fucking quit because no content, and the people who got tired or is tired of them coming out with shitty ass designs, costume designs in terms of AC scratches. Now, one thing that I've noticed is that they've slowed down on the collaborations. We didn't get no collaboration, so I would assume that they're slowing down on that because they probably noticed that their revenue is starting to tank and tank bad. And if they don't do something to change that right away, if they don't start putting out skimpy outfits for female characters right away, they're gonna suffer more. More and more people are going to stop spending money on PSO2NGS. I know I don't even care to spend money on PSO2NGS. I've made hundreds of millions of meseta selling the shit that I kept for a very, very long time. It is actually quite sad that I would rather take my money that I would otherwise spend on PSO2NGS and spend it elsewhere. That is basically saying the quality of what you're putting out is no longer up to standard for me to even spend money on your game. While I talk about the cosmetic side of the economy, there's another part of the economy that has gone to complete shit as well, and that is the augment economy, of which they still have augment gatekeeping. I talked about it, and I will leave a little link to the video. No, I won't leave a link. There's gonna be a little card up there that you can click on and watch that video about augment gatekeeping and why it needs to stop. But there's that, and I'm going to give you some investor advice. I'm going to give you some advice, and I know people who sell augments are probably gonna be like, man, fuck you, that's how I make a living. But hear me out, don't buy those overpriced augments. You do not need to do top end DPS on PSO2NGS. None of the content that we have calls for players to have everything best in slot weapons, best in slot armor pieces, and of course best in slot augments. You do not need best in slot augments to do top end DPS, because there isn't anything that requires us to do top end DPS in the game ever, and it never has been. So don't buy those overpriced augments in the personal shop. You would be basically doing it for no fucking reason. I guess what, bragging rights? I have best in slot everything. Yeah, you're probably a whale that has billions of fucking meseta, and you buy AC scratches and sell everything that you fucking get. Anyways, that's the best insider tip that I can give you in terms of like marketplace and investing and shit like that. Don't buy those expensive augments. You don't need them. Fixing PSO2NGS'S economy is simple. First and foremost, make quality AC scratches that will make people want to spend money. Walk back that DEI woke shit. Walk back that we must come out with outfits that fully cover female characters. No, go back to the days that they were coming out with nothing but skimpy outfits and short dresses and booty shorts and basically bikinis for female characters. I promise you, you will see an increase of revenue. A lot of gacha games, a lot of games in general have went down the route of degeneracy, and they are making millions. Go back to that, I promise you. NGS will see an increase of revenue. They will probably see a bit more players play the game as well, and that want to spend money in the game. Instead of catering to these people who, I don't like overly sexualized outfits for my character. And it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Hop off the game, go outside, fuck a cactus, hug a cactus. You don't belong on this game, because being cultured is where it's at right now. If you're not a part of the culture, then you're an outlier, you're a problem. That's where it is now. And I'm a man of culture. I love looking at booty cheeks when I log in the morning, alright? That's the type of man I am. I don't give a fuck. You can judge me all you fucking want. Anyways, I speak on behalf of the men of culture and women of culture as well. All right, I was getting heated there. So yeah, come out with quality AC scratches and increase the revenue. That's both on the collaboration side, because the last collaborative events, those AC scratches were terrible, to the point where a lot of people wasn't buying into those collaboration AC scratches. So you could only find like 5 of them, and you would look into the marketplace and shit was being sold for like 40-50 million, and it's like, no one's gonna buy that ugly shit for like 40 or 50 million. I don't care how rare they become, nobody wants it, nobody bought into this. And it has to do with a lot of the designs. They did that last collaboration event pretty dirty, and if you play PSO2NGS, you know exactly what last collaboration they had. On the other end of the spectrum, the other side of the economy, they can continue doing what they're doing with the weapons, and that is basically making it so that you can't sell best in slot, but you can upgrade it. They need to continue down that path, and I hope when they come out with 12-star weapons, they leave it that way. You can get the 12-star weapons by exchanging tokens or whatever, and you can later on upgrade the 12-star weapon, but you can't sell the 12-star weapon. That's what they need to stay on. They need to stay on that shit to the very end, from here on out. In terms of the augments, they need to stop the augment gatekeeping. Make it so that all augments drop from all hard bosses and all level 95 and above bosses. That's what they need to do. Or level 98 bosses when you're fighting against the Gigantics. We need to create stability within the economy on both ends, the cosmetics and the actual gameplay or weapon systems and stuff like that, armor pieces, augments. We need to stabilize everything and watch the economy come roaring back. It's your boy Legacy. I'm out.